Welcome to my presentation. In this presentation, we shall see how to simplify simple examples related to laws of exponents. So let us take an example, and in this example we want to simplify 4a the whole raised to the power of 2. So the way we want to solve this example, this example is as follows. We'll write them down in these different steps. Step number 1. We want to recall some of the laws of exponents which look very similar to this problem here. So when we have two different terms, x and y, and if these two terms are, both of them are raised to some power, let's say m, we can write this one as x to the power of m and times y to the power of m. Every one of the terms will be raised to that power. We're going to apply this rule to simplify the given problem. 4a the whole thing raised to the power of 2. Every one of the terms will be raised to the power of 2. 4 will be raised to the power of 2 and a is raised to the power of 2. And when we do that, we're going to write this one as follows. 4 squared is 16. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is equal to 16. So we write 4 squared as 16 and then a squared as a squared. So we leave it like that. So this is our answer. This is where we want to leave it. So when we want to simplify 4a the whole raised to the power of 2, using the laws of exponents, we can simplify it as 16e to the power of 2. Let's see if we can apply these laws of exponents to solve some more examples. Let's say this time we want to simplify this example. We have 2b to the power of 4. This whole thing is raised to the power of 3. Okay, let us see. We'll write down the solution in these different steps. In step number 1, we want to look at the problem. We're looking at the problem 2b to the power of 4, the whole thing raised to the power of 3. Isn't that very similar to this type of a problem? The laws of exponents which relate to this, x times y, this whole thing raised to the power of m. So according to this law, every one of the terms will be raised to the power m. So x will be raised to the power of m and y will also be raised to the power of m. We will apply this law to the given problem and see what we get. Okay, so 2b to the power of 4, this whole thing raised to the power of 3, we can write as 2 to the power of 3, and then b to the power of 4, the whole thing raised to the power of 3, isn't it? Every one of the terms need to be raised to the power of 3. Now, when we look at this, b to the power of 4, this whole thing raised to the power of 3 is very similar to another power to power rule, isn't it? When we have x to the power of m as an exponent, and if this is raised to another exponent to the power of n, we can write this as x to the power of m times n. So we're going to apply that same concept here, and therefore when we expand that, we can write this one as b to the power of 4 times 3, and that is going to be equal to b to the power of 12. So for b to the power of 4, the whole thing raised to the power of 3, we can write it as b to the power of 12. And then let's write that here, 2 to the power of 3 times b to the power of 12. Now all we need to do is simplify 2 to the power of 3. The base term here is 2, the exponential term here is 3, so the number of times the base term needs to be repeated is 3 times with multiplication, 2 times 2 times 2. Therefore when we simplify that, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the power of 3 we can write as equal to 8. So therefore 8b to the power of 12 is our answer. This is where we want to leave it. So 2b to the power of 4, the whole thing raised to the power of 3. We can simplify that to 8b to the power of 12. So This is the way we want to simplify these types of examples using the laws of exponents. In my next presentation, we shall see examples of this nature, and then how to solve these types of examples using the laws of exponents.